Good evening, Councillor Blackmore. I'd like to address these points to you personally as the chairman. I don't want any input from the other gentlemen in the room, apart from David Gunnell, only because I saw the behaviour at the last meeting. It was pretty atrocious, and I don't think it's acceptable to see what I saw on video, but I'll come on to that in a moment. I just want to make some points about the agenda, because still on the agenda it says that residents are welcome to join the meeting. Please book in advance. It's one of the things that we were told had been corrected, that there would be no requirement on the agenda for people to book in advance. It deters people from coming along to council meetings, so it shouldn't be on there. And it was confirmed by the chairman of, I think it was a 4 council meeting previously, that wouldn't be on there anymore.
Yeah. Sorry, Annette. I mean, we can definitely take that away.
Yeah.
And yes, I do recall we did say that.
Yes, you did.
Numbers wise, and I know we've only got 6 seats up here, but we can fit far more people than that in. And if it comes to a point where we would have to turn people away at the door, then it would be a first come, first served basis.
And that's all that needs to go on there, but not that it's a requirement to actually book in advance.
It's always good if somebody's got a specific question that would help us being able to have more time to answer, then that's the only reason really, I guess.
I appreciate that. It just deters residents, and we've had a few issues with it. And also downstairs, there was nothing on the doors to when people come along who aren't used to coming along to council meetings as to where they go. So you've got the front door, it looks all blacked off, because obviously it's the hall downstairs is not in use. Yeah. But there's nothing to say the meeting's upstairs and which room it's in.
Yeah, no, we've got the signage pointing to the Wigan room, but in essence, we could take that.
Because there's people who come to Portishead, they're new. Some of us have been coming here for years, we know, but they don't know. Yeah. And they'll see the front door, see it locked, and they won't bother coming in. I think they've got the wrong date. Very quickly, before we get on to the other subjects, with regard to the Lake Grounds Visitor Survey, is that for North Somerset Council?
We wanted as a town council to have input into what it is that is being decided to do at the Lake Grounds, with the provision for the toilets and the refreshments and everything else. So we thought it was really important that we North Somerset didn't have the kind of the survey as part of what it was that they were doing, apart from something that they conducted last year. We wanted.
Well, you both did one actually. You both did consultation surveys. So yeah, I'm just a bit confused as to why we're now in another visitor survey when that time could be spent doing something more proactive. Because you did a consultation, a very thorough one. So did North Somerset Council. I'm not saying that their survey was necessarily unbiased. A little bit like the parking survey, which was signed off by the executive. So I'm just a bit confused as to why Portishead Town Council are doing this.
It's more from our perspective, the more input the better, and it makes sure that we're actually capturing all, like I mentioned, all of the different demographics of the visitors that we've got, the various different times of the day, and over a span of the most recent visitors that we've got. We just want to make sure that obviously the consultation and the suggestions that were made by North Somerset last year are not necessarily appealing to everybody. The lakeside.
I think you've got to look at the outcomes. So in order to do a survey, you've got to be able to express what the outcomes are going to be from that survey. And so if the outcomes aren't made clear, then the survey becomes a little bit sort of pointless.
Yeah. It's a professional company that's actually been engaged to provide the survey, and they're also doing the analysis of it.
A consultation company?
Of the
I'm happy to say more about this. So it's a collaboration between North Somerset Council and Portishead Town Council.
But who's paying for the consultation survey? Are we paying?
It's a shared cost.
It's a shared cost.
Okay, so we've done something before, but we're paying for it again. I do appreciate what you're saying, and I'll look into that a little bit more rather than waste your time tonight. But I'm a bit concerned that we've done one already, and now we're paying as a town through our precept to do it again, and we're also paying through our council tax. That's a little bit concerning. Waste bins. I've got this real beef on waste bins because for years I've said in these meetings that waste bins are not fit for purpose, and they're not separating recycling. If we're supposed to be looking after our environment, we do not have bins that you're recycling, and 9 times out of 10 the bins that are in the high street, they come along, and we had it confirmed last time, they go to landfill, and that's not very good in this day and age.
I believe that the contract that is now in place actually does provide, it doesn't separate it, it doesn't need it separated at source, i.e. in the bin, but it does get separated, but I'll confirm.
Would
that
you?
with
I'd be very grateful, because
yeah.
I'd be very surprised if they do separate everything that's in that bin.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm a bit confused about something else, and I'm going to say this very